Okay.
You're ready. Okay, so you're not in frame.
Why is it sticky?
Because the duct tape rolled a little.
That doesn't explain why the wrapping paper is sticky.
Oh, this? It's sticky paper.
It was unexpected.
Okay. Cling wrap.
Preferably. You should not cut it. But,
Well, you said don't stab it.
well, I mean, fair.
I will be careful.
I mean, there should just be a side you could unwind it with. But, it's fine.
Did your dad help you come up with ideas this year?
Nope. I went to Walmart after work on Sunday and bought my supplies.
I was just trying to figure, can I get you in there? I don't know.
Like there, or?
I think every once in a while I'll just have to pick up my phone and check on you for it.
As it runs away. But why?
Chestnut is just confused.
I lost the scissors. Oh, well, I was expecting it, but it wasn't that. This is a heavy box. Ooh, a book. Ooh, multiple books. Ooh, multiple books.
Huzzah. Yeah, I just didn't want them anymore, and you had mentioned that you wanted them, so...
This is very true. This is a box within a box.
Of course, I have to do my staple, my trademark, my signature move.
Part of what started this.
The only thing that started it was me feeling bad that all I had for your birthday was a box full of rings. And so I was like, I'm gonna make it look like the biggest present anyone has. And that's how this tradition got started. In what, 6th grade maybe?
Okay.
Middle schoolish.
Middle school at some point is a sword. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not my best origami, but but I made that. Shit, I dropped it.
Where did it go?
It's
A magnetic prism.
It's not a That's gonna be a joke, but I'm just gonna stop.
Good.
I wish I had taken a picture of it before you started opening it. That's on me, not you. But God, I was actually kind of proud of that. The vision was,
I know.
yes, a box taped to a box, with a box on top, so it was shaped like an L. I'm disappointed in myself. Very disappointed in myself. I feel like sometime soon I might have to get Vito to sharpen my knife.
You want a different knife?
No. It's just that this is not as sharp as it used to be, which was very sharp.
I was expecting another book. I have not found a book. I have found something squishy.
Yes. Squishy. There's something else in that box.
Not that.
Oh, the smaller...
This,
yes,
but
that. Okay. And only 8 minutes in, and I have gotten to past the cling wrap. I forgot what shirt I gave you. Aha.
By the way, you can't cut through the last layer of saran wrap when you get to it.
Okay.
It will endanger the gift. You just have to unwind the saran wrap. Which is kind of what I was hoping we were going to do with the whole gift. But that's okay.
I'm a little too impatient for that today.
Fair enough. Where did I put...
Chestnut. Once in on the action. My last live stream was a workout live stream.
Mm-hmm.
And turns out that it was like 3 10-year-olds were my most responsive viewers, and I didn't figure out they were like 10 until the very end of my stream, and I was like, just why? Why? There's not actually a setting to have live streams that are 18 plus. I just feel weird about having a bunch of small children in a live stream. So I was just like, that's weird.
Valid.
Ah, it's a bean. The bean is what was rattling around.
Strange.
Okay. care to let me know how many layers of
Are these
saran wrap?
actually oil pastels?
Yes.
Like a couple rolls, maybe.
I mean, like, is there another layer of duct tape under this?
Yes.
Okay. Because I would like to expedite the process.
Yeah, there's another box in there before you get to the gift. You don't like have to do this layer of saran wrap. But
It would make you happy.
this is true. It did take me many hours to wrap all the saran. I used 5 boxes of 200 feet saran wrap. I have 2
God.
more over there I was planning on using, and then it got to be midnight, and I decided I needed to clean my room.
Damn.
Laser pointer. There's a gift for you, Chestnut. Child. Would you stop? Fine. Don't play with the laser pointer. Ooh, I'm good lead. I love that.
I wouldn't give you an empty mechanical pencil. That would just be mean.
Fair enough. See, I like 0.9 pencils. They're my favorite.
Nice.
Hub belts. Hopefully it fits.
I think it should fit. It was too big for me. It was in my Goodwill pile.
It probably will.
A handful of the things that I dropped in boxes, I was just like, my Goodwill pile has been here for a while. Okay, I need to take my rings off and put them in my pocket before they fly away.
Valid.
Oh, I have more rings.
You have a lot.
I have 5 rings. That's not too extreme.
This is fair. This is not a very sharp knife. I use my scissors instead.
Ugh. Is this making you happy?
It is. This is my whole hope that you would have to do this. This is quite wonderful.
Yeah, I kind of want to text Vito and say, hey, watch me. But I
You could
don't
tell my
have,
dad to. He would.
I don't have his phone number memorized. And absolutely tell your dad, might as well. I don't have Vito's phone number memorized. And, if I exit out of YouTube to just text him, then the live stream will turn off. So, yeah.
I am stronger than duct tape.
So much stronger than duct tape.
Ooh, boots! And something else. Oh, a lighter. Ouch, it stabbed me.
There you go.
Ooh, socks to go with the boots. Very useful. I don't have many long
Those aren't socks.
I was lied to by my eyes.
Correct. They are not socks. You want me to put the Xbox controller back on your bed?
Okay. Yeah, boy.
Whoops. That tore. That's not
okay.
going to be very neat now. Okay. Oh, there we go.
Honestly, that could have been the layer. I decided to rip it and make it a little more odd. I don't remember.
It seemed pretty straightforward, just not that durable.
In fairness, it was like $1 saran wrap.
Alright, now we get to the bottom box.
I know. I've made my stickiness more susceptible. Well, my dad read the text. In theory, he might have joined.
He's watching.
Oh, cool. Hi, Dad.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Are you trying to figure out where I am in the gift wrapping?
Yes. Because there were a total of 3 boxes in the stack. And I don't know, my brain turned off for a second and I wasn't sure. I thought you were on some kind of magical 4th box that was somehow there.
I am on the magical adventure. It's called being your friend. I found a layer. I have to remove. Got some scissors.
I was expecting you to, detach all the boxes from each other before actually trying to open them, but this works too.
I found the opening.
There you go then.
Before I figured out how to detach them, I was like, well, go for that.
There it is.
Help!
Yeah, I split them up a little awkwardly for the boxes because I thought it would be funny.
Yeah.
Is that... We still have 1 small box to get through, right?
Do I?
I'm sure you do.
That was the bean.
Was there not a tiny box that was, like, more duct taped than the others?
Isn't that what was this?
Oh, okay.
I was sneaky with that one. I cut open the side and then ripped it apart.
Oh.
I did say you could cut that later if you wanted to.
Yes, but you look so happy.
This is true. In theory, you'll be able to slide it off because that should be the last layer. Scissors?
I want to try to slide it off.
Okay. I said in theory you might be able to. It could
Yeah,
be too tight.
so I'm trying.
Fair enough.
Just gotta get it off of all the corners. Okay, yes.
Just think, you get a workout in for today.
A little bit, yeah.
That's how I felt yesterday. I was like, this is a strange choice. Doing this the day before, or doing this after going to the gym, where I already worked out my arms and shoulders. I was like, alright, this is not a smart decision. Looks like it. Maybe. I don't know.
It's like a watertight door that you can't see the seam.
I do give you permission to cut this layer, just because you have to do this again to get your actual gift.
This is actually pretty fun.
Oh, wonderful.
You just might want to
move my gifts out of
Yeah.
the danger zone.
Yeah, just set this on the floor so that that's not lasting for literally long enough. It's
It's so funny, it ripped in one spot.
okay. Did you cut it in a lot of spots for
Not
this wrapping?
intentionally, no.
Where? It's like detective work at the same time.
And it serves as bubble wrap for the actual gift.
Is it fragile?
No.
Okay.
But it does protect it from all of the spinning that it's doing. You're so close. You can see the duct tape through it.
Come on.
Yay, you got to the box of duct tape. And then more saran wrap.
Where are the scissors?
You had them.
Yes. Okay. Let's see.
It's a Vans box, by the way, so it goes at an angle.
Okay.
Kind of like this.
Okay. bypass most of the duct tape. And this is the one that I absolutely cannot cut. Okay. Is a plant, animal, or mineral?
Technically plant.
So it's a cotton-based clothing.
No.
It's made of wood.
No.
It's made of... Silk is sort of an animal product. So... let's play 20 questions.
Okay.
About what it is.
Okay.
Okay. Is it an item of clothing?
No.
Is it a book?
Yeah.
Is it a Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes?
No.
Okay, good, because Laura got me that for Christmas, and I was like, if I have two.
See, I love your brain sometimes because you completely forget what you tell me to get you.
It's not the Book of Bill, is it?
No.
Okay,
It's
good.
too small. I did consider that, but then I had already gotten you 2 other books, and I was like, I'll get that for their birthday gift, maybe.
Well, my mom got me the Book of Bill.
Which version? The red version or the gold version?
The version, I don't know. Probably not the more expensive one. Whichever one is more expensive is the one that she
I
probably...
think the red one is a Barnes & Noble's exclusive, and then the yellow one was just like the general population one. And then there was like a silver one that had typos, because it was a newsprint.
It's okay. I don't need a second version of it.
Okay.
Is it fiction?
I think so.
Is it more than one book?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
I have no idea if they're related or not. I don't remember what you told me.
Is it by Jill Barrett?
Hold on, I have to find it.
Was it last year that I did all of the zip ties?
I think so. Around the dice.
Yes.
One of them is by Jill Barrett.
Yes! Just stab me now.
Yeah, it is one of them.
I don't remember what other book I might have asked for.
And I don't remember which one comes first. So. Or if there's I don't actually remember how I wrapped them.
That's fair. There are 3 people watching now.
Wow, not just my dad. Cool. Hello, other people.
You weren't in frame.
I don't care. They can probably hear me.
Not over the sound of this, probably. But usually I don't get anyone viewing for more than 10 seconds if they're not going to say something in chat. So I was just like, did I have a setting turned off somewhere?
You know, was this top last year in difficulty?
No.
No. I mean, that did take you, what, an hour? 2 hours? I don't remember.
I think it was like an hour and some minutes. But this is a little more fun.
I'm glad. See, I thought last year was more fun to do to build. I love the chaos setting. That's, I think, when I started going diagonally. Gotta be careful, I can see one of them. The one is falling out.
I think books should be a little bit more easily accessible.
I got you a book last year and it was in a cage. And making you work for an addiction of books.
It's not an addiction. I don't read that much. I sort of just hoard and then very slowly work through it.
My bookshelves, it's an addiction. I've had most of that shelf. I haven't read all of the newer ones yet, because I wanted to start the series over again before I did that.
Oh my gosh! It's Guards! One of the Discworld books that's actually entertaining to read. I swear, every time I try to read through The Color of Magic, I'm just like... Like, my eyes float out of my head, my brain starts shutting down. It's like... I'm sure it gets interesting at some point, or else the book series wouldn't have been successful and he wouldn't have written, like, almost 30 other books set in the same world, but it's just like the intro. Takes forever. And somehow, the description of a little treasure chest that walks around by itself because it has hundreds of tiny legs underneath it, I think it's just a
creature that happens to be treasure's chest.
I think it's just an animate treasure chest that the guy enchants to follow him around. But somehow he makes it was so boring to read about that following a dude into a tavern. I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Unfortunately, the people who told me about the Discworld series didn't tell me not to start with the first one until it was too late. It's like, one day I was listening to the podcast episode where they said, oh, the Discworld series is so interesting and cool. And then I talked to Melanie about it, and she orders the first book. And then the next day, I get to the episode where they're like,
apparently you're describing a thing called the luggage.
Yes. I'm sure.
My dad Googled it.
Nice. But yes, Guards is supposed to be one of the more immediately entertaining books. Has your father read the Discworld series? Or much of it?
The moment he's typing.
I love how he's texting you instead of using the chat.
Maybe he tried and we weren't paying attention to it? I don't know.
No, it would stay up on screen.
Oh.
And you don't have to start using the chat either. It's just funny to me. Either way is fine.
Oh. He has the first 10 books or so.
Oh. I have the first. Can I borrow the rest? I mean, you just heard me say how slowly I read, so maybe not, but...
By the way, Dad, you can have your Harry Potter books back. I have my own now.
Yes, that was the bulk of...
And mine are better. They're hardcover.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you the story about how I got those?
I don't think so.
Okay, so For one of my birthdays, oh my gosh. For one of my birthdays, my mom got me, I think it was number 4 and number 6 in hardcover. It's what she found at the bookstore or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was like, I just wanted you to have them because you've been talking about Harry Potter and how you read the first 2 and you want to read the rest. And then Dad, the same day, goes out, finds a yard sale, and buys me all 7 of them. He doesn't leave out 4 and 6 so that I can keep Mom's. He buys me the whole set. So, of course, I had to pick whether I keep Mom's or keep his of the 4 and the 6. And I was just like, yeah, Dad, I see why Mom divorced you.
Love that.
Because he was just like, I'm gonna one-up this. It's like, he didn't have any forethought to it. He just saw how excited I was, and he was like,
make my child happy.
That would be me. Yeah, but... do you know who Jill Barup is?
No.
Okay, so she's a YouTuber. She does, like, armor reviews. And then at some point she started making some shorts making fun of the most popular kind of heroine in young adult novels. It's like, she's always, like, 16, who inexplicably is a master swordsman and shit like that.
Clearly she's been playing with swords since she was born.
Yeah, so she was like, why don't I have a fantasy heroine who is a 38-year-old mother of 2 who was just widowed? And she goes on an adventure.
With the children?
No.
No.
Well,
What does she do with the children?
They
leave them at home with the nanny?
They stay behind because there's political shenanigans. Oh, 36, not 38, but whatever.
How old are the children? Because that could just be called child abandonment.
16 and 18.
Oh,
I think.
they're fine.
Yeah, but it's a lot of political stuff, and it could be there. It could. She said she changed a lot to get the shorts to fit into the format of a book. So the kids could be a little bit more involved in the book. I don't know, but yeah. Just Stab Me Now, a desperate mother, a dubious escort, and a deranged author who won't leave them alone. Carolyn romance novel will be her best one yet. Fantasy, formal gowns, fencing, and of course, a 20-something heroine to star in an enemies to lovers plot with all of Carolyn's favorite tropes. But Lady Rosamund Hawkhurst is a 36-year-old widow. She has a war to stop and 2 children to get home to, and flatly refuses to take the correct approach to there being only one bed.
Lovely.
What's an author to do? Especially when discussions with her editor might reveal that he and Rosamund's hot enemy have some suspicious similarities. Based on her popular fantasy heroine YouTube short series, Jill Barup's debut novel brings us the best of worlds, both meta and medieval inspired as enemies to BFFs. Rosamund and Carolyn learn what it means to be the hero of your own story.
Love that.
I am so happy! I mean, half of me kind of wanted to wait until the hardcover came out, but the other half of me is just like, I needed it now! I need it now! I was kind of really disappointed when no one got it for me and my family. It was on the list. Maybe it was a little lower on the intended it to be once I added all the Nintendo games.
Valid.
But that was on accident.
Yeah, you sent me the Guards Guard first. And then you're like, actually, this would be awesome too. You pick which. And I went, why pick? Just get both.
I
and
do
you
recall
did
that
give
now.
me a whole book series.
Oh, and I love...
Comes with a built-in bookmark.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
JL got me some little rubber bookmarks that clamp onto the back and have the little flippy thing, so that whenever you turn a page, it just flips back down, and it's...
Interesting.
I mean, I would have
I can't tell if I'd like that or not.
I'm not sure either. I'm using one in a Sherlock Holmes book that Dad got me, and the other in the first How to Train Your Dragon book. They're fine, but they stick out like maybe an inch on the edge of the book, and I'm like...
You have How to Train Your Dragon books?
I have one.
Is it
the first one?
Is it like the movie?
Not really. They took a lot of liberties.
I'm very intrigued and I need to borrow this right now.
It's in my car, and I'm not done with it.
Okay, let
But
me
it's a
know when
short
you're
book.
done with it.
And I will be reading it at lunch break, so I'll probably be done with it by next Monday.
Wonderful news.
But essentially, in the book, everyone trains their dragons. Because it's a rite of passage for you to get a dragon and train it to ride and help you hunt and stuff like that. And Hiccup is bad at it.
So he's not the expert dragon trainer that he is in the movies.
I'm sure he will be eventually, because the book that tells them because the book that tells them how to train the dragons just says yell at them, and Hiccup's not the kind to yell, so there's that. Oh no, I think I may have lost my wedding ring.
It's a tiny gold band. How did it disappear?
Well, I was sticking it in my pocket.
Well, logistically, it has to be on the chair. You haven't gotten off the chair since.
Okay. Hold. Yes, it is in the chair.
Huzzah!
There's your...
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah, okay. Now I think it's just your dad watching, because I got through with all of that. And so.
Merry Christmas!
And a Happy New Year!
That's in 2 hours.
Yeah, well, I'm still wishing you a Happy New Year. That took less time than I meant it to. But, bye!